Hello and welcome to my first thought for the day. My thought for the day is really more of a testimony for me. I've spent most of my lockdown with 6 of us in the house. At the beginning, we all sat down and said, right, I shall use this time to learn a new skill, or at least the women in the house did. The men were more inclined to just take each day as it came. I chose to knit and learn advanced Excel skills. What on earth was I thinking? I got halfway through my online Excel course and realised that I needed to stop when I consistently kept falling asleep on my laptop. I also have a half-finished, really badly knitted blanket, which also came to an abrupt halt when I sat on the knitting needles and broke them. I should have been like my parents, who in their 80s have discovered the joy of binge-watching Netflix. Sometimes our plans and ambitions simply don't turn out how we imagined. If I'm honest, I've spent a lot of time struggling in the last few weeks. I'm a person that needs to be out and about, doing stuff, being busy, seeing people in person and not through a screen. There have been many days when at the end I've gone to bed and thought, what was the point of that? I haven't achieved anything, and tomorrow is just going to be the same all over again. Yet when I get up in the morning, I without fail feel better about the day ahead, renewed about what I will do and with plans for how best to use this time. It has made me think, what makes us do this? I believe it's the message of hope that lives in us and keeps us going through the bad times. Isaiah 43 says this, "Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name, you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." Many of you know that I lost my sister to cancer last year. During the last few weeks, we knew there was no hope of recovery and her body had entered that process of simply stopping. We had so many awful days, sitting someone you watch in pain. And I would often cry myself to sleep at night at the hopelessness of the situation. Yet almost without fail, I would wake in the morning with a sense of restored hope that we could get through another day, spend some more time together. Even though I knew that the outcome wouldn't change, I believed that God was walking alongside me, as in that verse from Isaiah. Hebrews 6:19 says this, "We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure." Christian hope means trusting in the loving purposes of God, trusting that the foundations of the world are good because they spring from God. It means believing that ultimately we are destined to share in that goodness because of what Jesus has done. Hope isn't wishful thinking, we know that, but a firm assurance that God can be relied upon. Where hope is lost, there's despair and disintegration. Hope generates energy and sustains people through difficult times. If you wake up in the morning and you don't feel that hope, then can I urge you to speak to someone? Pick up a phone, call a friend, tell them how you're feeling. Call Tim or Dave or reach out to someone from church who can pray with you and talk with you. Thank you for listening. I wish at some point I can see you all in person and we can all have a chat over a cup of tea somewhere. But in the meantime, bless you and thank you for listening. And if you're lucky, you may even get from me a jumper for Christmas. It will be full of holes, but there you go. Thank you.